Though I'm hopeful, yes I am hopeful for today. Take this music and use it, let it take you away. And be hopeful, hopeful, and he'll make a way. I know it ain't easy, but that's okay, yes we're hopeful. That is the energy I want to carry into this year. I know hope is not a strategy, but it keeps you going. When the previous day doesn't work out, you wake up the next day because of hope. Are we together, class? Happy New Year! I am so excited for 2023 and I'm yet to see what it has to hold. But before we get to all that, before we get carried away, welcome to another episode of the In All Honesty podcast. My fabulous name is Oliver Rao and this is season 2 spilling over to this new year because I wasn't very consistent last year, and in about 3 episodes we'll be done with this season, and I am so excited about the third season. I have a lot of new things that I want to try out with that season, and I just can't wait. But this episode today, I want us to talk about some of the things that I came to learn last year, rather. And I'm carrying them forward this year, and I just want to emphasize on them, be consistent on them, or start implementing them rather. And most of them are in regards to wellness. I am very big on being happy and being healthy in my own self. And it helps even with the people around you and how to have quality of life, I think. Anyway, let's get into it. I hope it's going to be a short episode. I hope I don't get carried away, but it's interesting. I promise. So I had just written them down and I'll have it here. The first thing that I got into, I have actually started doing this year, and I am excited to see where it goes, is journaling. So I always heard of journaling and I was just like, I've been doing that my whole life. Duh. But journaling more intentionally, where you have a goal. So at the end of it all, my goal is also to be just wellness generally and holistically. At the end of the year, I can do an episode to just look back and see what I have been journaling and how it has helped. But so far, in the 7 days that we've had in this January, I have been able to, I feel like journaling has helped with a lot of consistency when I wake up in the morning. So once I've journaled, then I feel like there's consistency that comes with that. So I am able to do this and that. Unlike before, when I didn't hold myself accountable for some of the things that I was doing, like sleeping after midnight every other time. So now I'm very keen to make sure that I don't eat at this particular time. I listen to this particular music. I get into bed by this particular time so that I sleep and feel well rested by morning. And I've been trying it here and there. It's still very unstable. But anyway, journaling is helping a lot because I'm able to state that during the day. And what happens is that I got a wellness journal, a specific wellness journal. It's not me who had the intention to get it, but there is a beautiful girl on Instagram called Ivana. She's a psychologist, and she just said, I want to give you a wellness journal that I have worked on, and just give me your opinion. Just feel it and work with it and see how it goes. She didn't want me to do a review, or it was not a partnership. She just wanted me to she just liked that I am really invested in wellness, and she just wanted to gift me that. And I'm so grateful to her for that. And the wellness journal has 3 prompts. So every single day you wake up, the 3 prompts are, what are your affirmations for the day? So I write my affirmations for the day. And up until now, I've been writing the ones whatever I'm feeling about that day. So if today I'm going to meet a huge client, my affirmation of the day will be, you are qualified. You are worth the opportunities that are coming to you. You will make it. You are worth. Anyway, I'm just trying to give an example, but yes, so that is helping a lot. So even when I wake up, I do my affirmations. It depends on what I'm going to face during the day. The second prompt is, what are you grateful for? And this has really helped because I feel like I've always been very grateful for the things that I have, but I don't think I take the time to just think about it. Like every day when I wake up in the morning, I don't think I actively think about what I'm grateful for. So that prompt is very helpful for me. And sometimes I write some in the morning and then I'll come and write another one in the evening, because something happens during the day. And when you look back, you realize, I should be grateful for that. So there's something very recently that happened, and I was just like, I'm very grateful for my emotional intelligence. It's something that everyone doesn't have, and it helped me navigate a certain situation very fast. And I was just like, ooh. And the things we take for granted, the things we don't see with our bare eyes. So it's really helped in that sense. And the last one is, how are you feeling today? So I choose to write the how are you feeling today in the evenings, because then it's sort of a brief of summarizing how the day worked out. So journaling it's looking up for me so far, and I'm really excited to see where it will go. And I hope I remain consistent so that at the end in December, I can read back and see what my year looked like. It would be really, really beautiful. Or rather have to walk through every day of my life next year through my journal this year. I hope. Anyway, the second one is establishing a type. This is spicy, sweet, interesting. When I say establishing a type, I mean in terms of dating and in terms of friendships. So I will start with dating. So last year I had some couple of talking stages here and there. I talked to people. As I have mentioned before, I'm a demisexual, and most of the time I lean strongly towards the asexuality side of demisexual, which is not I don't make human connections as easily, romantic and sexual connections. But when I started to see people here and there are things I picked up, because I've always been the kind of, what are they called? The free spirit kind of girl. Like, I go with whatever comes. So if I meet someone, we have chemistry, that's what I go off. So I have never sat down and thought to myself, oh, I want tall, dark, and I've always thought it's an okay thing. But then last year, it just occurred to me that it would be good and good for myself to have a type. Very, very important. And this is because I've always laughed at hypergamy. I thought it's very, very beautiful, but also I always thought, maybe I'm not that kind of person, you know? But yet, last year, after talking to a couple of people here and there, I realized I don't want to date broke men. Because the energy was just completely off. So if you're not aware, last year is when I bought my first car, and the person I was talking to at the time was not impressed at all. They were just like, girls don't know what to do with cars. You'll just use them for errands. It's such a waste. You'll waste so much money on the car. And I was just wondering, where is all this negativity coming from? Because it's not even your money, you know. And then the energy then moved to, them now saying why they can't buy a car. And it's something to do with, parking spaces, traffic in Nairobi. And I'm just like, all this came up when nothing had been brought up, like out of the blues. It's just like, I don't know, it was just so weird. And then there were things like me going on vacation or me going to just on my random solo dates. This person would just, not this specific person from March, now that like other random, I've talked to different people. This person would just be like, that's how much money you spent on food. That's how much money you spent on a flight. Like, that is enough for me to CG to do what and what. And I'm just like, oh wow, this is not the energy I want. So in that moment, after just looking back last year, I realized I don't think I will appreciate dating someone not broke, because even I consider myself broke still, but I wouldn't consider myself dating someone who doesn't have as much money as I do, probably. And even if they do have as much money, they should be able to understand that they should have grown out of scarcity mentality. They should have grown out of the comparison of money to something else. Like, I go and eat a burger worth 1,000 bob, and this person is just like, that's my water bill. I mean, yeah, but still, there's that, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what mentality it is, but it is, I was just like, I need someone who appreciates money for what it is, knows that money can be found and should be used when you have it, and you can't keep money for what we have been told is the most important things in life. I know bills are important. That's why when money comes in, the first thing I do is pay my rent and bills. But at the end of the day, a spa date doesn't hurt, a vacation doesn't hurt, expensive food and wine doesn't hurt. After that, I just realized I need to have a type. I've been navigating this life too freely. So a type, I think, will help me. I'm not looking to date. I'm not looking to get married. I'm not looking to have children. But if anything, if I meet someone and have chemistry with them, this is one of the things that has been added to the list as, are they where I am economically, or are they better placed than I am economically? Yeah, that was a tough one. When I say have a type in friendships, I am a giver. And I think I have mentioned this a lot of times. I'm a giver and I give. If you're my friend, you will have such a bomb time being my friend. I give my time, I give my ear, I am a giver. I will come through for you. I am a ride or die. But when I look back in my past, I have had people who didn't give back. I think givers tend to attract takers. And so I thought friendships is just friendship. Like, you should go around and be, I don't know, Dalai Lama and just help everyone. I don't know. But I'm sorry, I just zoned out. But with friendships, as I've mentioned in previous episodes, I struggle a lot with friendships. But right now, I feel like I have friends who match my energy. I have friends who I believe take the same interest in the same things as I do. And why this is important is because there's something, again, I'm going to talk about in the next point. There's a lot that comes with mentality, especially with the people you hang around. So I used to be the kind of person who joked a lot. I joked a lot. Okay, but I'm a big joke. Yeah, guys. But still, there's some negativity that came with some friends. And I used to like push it away. I'm just like, maybe it's, maybe they're different or they're like that. So I realized I need to have a type when it comes to friendship, in the sense that I'm not taking this and that. Someone who understands. There are friends who, when I tell, I do not appreciate you doing that, they're just like, you know what, you used to do any. Instead of just accepting that, I didn't realize that's something you do not like, and moving on. And I'm really grateful for the friends I have right now, because they do understand, like, they do come through. We share the same values and interests. They give just as much as I give, and they're able to reciprocate some of these things. Like, if, I think in the past I've had struggles, but I found it difficult to confide in a friend, but these friends would find it very easy to call me up and to try and like get solutions and all that. And I realized at the end of the day, it's not always friends who can come through for you economically. It's also friends who can come through for you when you're having a heavy heart, when you're having a bad day, when both of you are having problems, but their problem isn't bigger than yours. When you could be having a problem, and when you go to your friend, they're just like, I don't know how your problem is a problem. Me, I don't even. So right now, I really appreciate the kind of friends that I have. They're there. Even when they're going through, like, why I appreciate this so much is that I've seen a friend go through a low moment, but when I got too caught up in probably a moment of anger and just grief and sadness, and it just came out that I was not happy, they didn't try to compare their problem to my problem. And it took me a while. I just looked back and I realized, oh, wait a minute. We were talking about something random, and I expressed that I wasn't happy about something else. And she didn't try to one-up me. She just then listened and tried to inquire more about how she could be of help or help with a solution. And I was just like, this is very wholesome. I have never ever thought about it. All the time, it's usually I'll say something when I am going through it, and then the other person will make a comparison for someone who's going through it worse, and then I'll go back into my cocoon with my problems and try and figure them out for myself. And just seeing that, I saw I must have a type. From now on, anyone who has to access my energy has to have some values, some quality. It has to match up. So I definitely am having a type, especially for friendships and for dating. So anyone who can have access to my energy has to match the energy that I'm coming with. So yeah, because I know I'm a brilliant person. I am an amazing person to have in your life. It's only fair that I also have amazing people in my life. Yeah, selfish, but yeah. Moving on, there's something I came across TikTok last year. There's so much. TikTok has taught me so much. But this thing is called lucky girl syndrome. So it's basically the people who everything always works out for them. And I really want to be that person. But when I watched a couple of videos, I looked back and I was thinking, am I a lucky girl? Because I feel like a lot of things have come to me. A lot of opportunities have come to me. Sometimes I felt like I was not deserving, but in most things where I have cast my net, I have caught fish. And I wasn't sure whether it's a thing. And I've just gone about life saying, I'm a lucky girl. But I didn't know it's an actual thing. And right now I'm just sharing, and I've seen some people saying that it's an affirmation that they use, and it helps. Affirmations helps them. So once they started saying, there's this one girl who kept saying, everything works out for me. Everything works out for me. Every day she woke up in the morning, she'd say to her mirror, everything works out for me. And when she said it to herself so many times that things genuinely in life started working out for her. I don't know how true that is for her. I don't know if I do not know. But here's another lesson that I picked from last year, and I'd really like to ask anyone who's open to try it and see. Only say positive things. Even when you're joking, do not joke about negative things. And there's this time when I was joking on Facebook and I just said, I am so tired of poverty. I can't afford, I think I was joking about not being able to afford, is it fries or something? And a friend of mine said, all of that's not poverty. That's just you being broke. Like you'll get money in the next few days or something and you'll be able. So don't call it poverty. You can be broke. You can be, I don't have money right now, but just don't use negative connotations of things to describe anything in relation to yourself or yourself. And that helps a lot. For me, I saw it with my self-esteem and with basically everything in life. I stopped saying negative things. And I think if people just notice, if you go back through my social media and just scroll through, if you go through that and then the previous years, you'll realize the difference. Like I was always making a joke about, oh, I'm so horrible. Oh, I'm so ugly. Oh, I'm so this. And when I stopped, my whole life took a 180. I don't know, things just changed. And I looked back and I was like, yes, you can't keep saying negative things, especially about yourself. You can't keep saying negative things. Say positive things. And it also helped with dealing with negative experiences, because when I now got used to saying positive things, whenever something bad would happen, I'd find myself telling myself, I wouldn't even say this out loudly, I'd keep telling myself, okay, it's okay, it's just one bad day, Olive. Okay, it's just this one bad person, not everyone is bad. It's okay, just keep calm, it will pass. You will not feel like this in the next 20 minutes. It's okay. So I found myself easily soothing myself into a better mental space, and even emotionally I was happier. So keep saying positive things. It's worked for me. I hope to continue this year. And yeah, I've talked so much about it. I hope it makes sense. Anyway, it's not the last one, but I also thought, I tried to implement it last year, but this year I also want to emphasize it, not apologizing for the things I have and what I am. So what held me back a lot of times, you know how, because the first time I used to create content back in the day, 2017, 2016, I tried to create content and then I'd delete it. But back in the day, I wasn't creating. I would create content because I was scared, because I thought I felt like my friends had so much to brag about. And me, I was just like, I can't create content with these kind of sufurias. I can't create content when I'm living in a bedsitter. And then after life improved, I got access to more money. I improved my quality of life. I bought things. I moved into like bigger houses. Now it got to the point where now I could not share content because I didn't want to rub it in people's faces that I have. I don't know if it's making sense. Like now I was just like, now this is bragging. Like I can't make content now because I'm bragging to people that now I have. I don't know why that it was so messed up looking back, but then I realized I shouldn't be apologizing for the things I have and then how does it change anything if I am sorry, if I'm feeling guilty for the things I have? And in all honesty, I've not stolen these things. I didn't get it in shrewd ways. I just woke up, went to work, saved, planned, did this and did that. And honestly, the odds must have been in my favor at some point here and there, yes. But still, the feeling of apologizing for the things I had and who I am, it was just so weird, but I don't know why I had it for so long. And at some point, I even justified it with, the way I saw my friends going out and spending money when I didn't have money, maybe that's how I'll make other people feel when I start to share my journey and who I am and what I have. And mental health, guys, mental health. I prioritized making myself happy. I prioritized extending empathy to other people while still being proud and being happy and doing the things that I love to do. So I've seen the meme going around where people are saying, January, you tell your friends you're broke so that they think you're all broke together, but you enjoy your life in secrecy. And I said, I'm not going to do that. You people know very well that I do not go anywhere in December. So in January, I have my money intact. And if anything, in January is when I plan my vacations. I'm not broke, and I'm not going to pretend like I am just so to fit in. So the things that I have, the things that I am, I will not apologize for, but I will continue to extend empathy to people who are feeling not so positive. I can extend empathy, but do not expect me to dim my light just so you feel better about yourself. I hope that explains it. It was pretty. And then the last one is making less compromises or no compromises. Let me say less compromises when it comes to things that are serving me. So this is in the sense of Let me tell you, there's this guy who I was in a, I don't even know what to call it. I don't know. I feel very weird. I've never honestly, proudly, loudly said that this is the person I'm dating, this is my boyfriend, but it was exclusive. We had said we will be exclusive. So there's this person who I'll just say right now, I was dating him last year for a couple of months, and in just the first month my heart was just like, no, I don't want him. But then there's a part of me that just has this, I don't know what to call it. It's like pity. It's like pity for someone, and there's nothing that requires pity. So I'm just like, he hasn't done anything wrong. So I'm just going to stick around. And sometimes like I would even like just struggle with romance, but I just didn't leave because I just felt guilty leaving. And I should have left him like a while back. But anyway, it lasted like 3 months or so. But when I just woke up one day and I was just like, no, I don't want to date you anymore. Like, no. I feel nothing. And this just dragging it out because he's done nothing wrong. He's such an amazing human. But I just don't feel him. So I will stop compromising that, in the sense that yeah, there is that. And there's also things like every time. So my past has been crazy. So let me give the example of eating, because everyone knows I really like to eat out. So most of the time I tell someone, oh, I'm going to eat here. And they tell me, where? The food is 700. I know me, I'm going to eat elsewhere. And so every time I had to compromise what I wanted to do, just so, and not end up doing the things that I would love to do. So I became more aware of it and decided I won't compromise. I might compromise a little, it depends. I will weigh it out. I'm still trying these things this year. It's not like I'm a pro at them. I'll come back with a report probably later on in the year, but I will just not compromise. I want to go eat a Java sandwich. You don't have Java sandwich money? Sawa, you go eat somewhere else. I'll go eat at Java. I'll meet you after. Just as simple as that. And this I was able to do with my trips to places last year, where my friends were just like, me, I want to go on this and this trip, and I'm just like, me, I don't want this, because earlier on I would actually compromise. So in the sense that my friend is going for a desert trip, and me, I really like water. You would never find me in a desert trip, but because my friend is going and they need 3 people, and I'm one of the, and me being part of the team will help her fill the 3 people, I would compromise on me really liking water and then go on this trip, which I won't enjoy as much because it's not a place that has water. And at the end of the day, now the money I was supposed to use for my water trip has gone to a desert trip. Yeah, so such things. I just decided I won't be compromising anymore. Things, relationships, if it's just not serving me, if I just don't feel it anymore, I'm out of here. So those are the things I'm trying to implement this year. Let me see how it goes. Tell me, what are some of the things you are implementing, if any of mine we are sharing, or you want to adopt any, and then we can keep each other accountable and check on each other later on in the year. Let's do this probably in 6 months or in 12 months and see how it goes. But I wish myself well. I'm wishing you well. I hope the year turns out great. Remember to always speak positively of yourself and the things that involve you. Tell me how it works out, the positivity talk. I have seen it work wonders for me. And I'm the kind of person who doesn't believe in, what are these called? These profound things that you're told by Dalai Lama, and you're told by Jay Shetty, and you're told you're meant. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not a strong believer of those things, but the positive talk, I did it on my own initiative, and it's really, really worked. But anyway, 2023, let the good things begin. I am happy for this year, and let us hope I will keep the podcast consistent, and also other places where I am creating content. But for now, that's all I had for this episode. This has been In All Honesty Podcast. My fabulous name is Oliver Rao, and until next time, take care, be happy, stay healthy, wealthy, and happy.